Uh-oh. Yeah, hold on. What's going on? Oh, so what's this stuff? Holy shit. Oh, I got. Oh, I'm glad someone sent me. I got that's my buddy. Okay, sorry. I just said a um uh, video on Facebook. Someone guy get a thing on Valentine's Day from EPA, and he's all snowed in, and he was cursing and stuff like Trump's guy. That was kind of funny. Um, yeah, that was funny. Now, hey, well, Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review a movie. Haven't done a live movie review in a while. And this one is a brand new remake of The Wolfman. Well, they tried to do like a Marvel, like the Dark Universe, like they do like the Marvel Universe, the Dark Universe with way back in 2017 with Tom Cruise's The Mummy, and I heard that I never saw it. I never saw it. I heard it was really bad. It's a huge financial failure. I think. Let me go and double check on this. I know I saw the way back when I remember seeing The Mummy, the Brandon Fraser one at the theater, and that was pretty much like Indiana Jones meets the Mummy type thing. It was like a like a action sci-fi action comedy kind of thing. Let me see what's going on. Okay, hold on. Aw. And yeah, that's why I want to look up. I want to look up The Money for the Mummy from 2017. I know the Brandon Fraser one did good because I saw that one in the theater. The theater was packed way back in '99. The Mummy. Okay, 1999 film. Let's see what it says on Wikipedia. I like Wikipedia because it's not like the IMDb. You have to go through a whole bunch of crap to find like box office and stuff. Oh yeah, it did pretty good. Budget $80 million. It's a lot of money. Even it was way more back in '99. They made 418 million. Let me see what the. I never saw. I never saw a third one. See the Mummy from like the Tom Cruise one. Yeah. Okay, I never saw the Tom Cruise one. I heard it's supposed to be pretty bad. Oh, it made money. People say a lot. It made money. It was 125 to 195 million made 410 million. I think that would be very breaking even. I assume. So I mean, it did something. Well, anyways, I'm talking about the remake of the Wolfman. Now it's directed by the same guy that did the remake, the brand new Invisible Man for 2020, which I saw in the theater. That was I remember. I'll never forget. That was the movie that I saw in the theater before all that COVID crap happened. You know, and then after all that, I saw a few movies at that theater, and that was pretty much it. I saw a couple things at the Erie Movie House, two things at the Erie Movie House. I saw, I think, three movies at that theater, and I haven't been back in a long time. But last movie I saw at the theater was The Green Knight, and that was a long time ago. And I really loved The Invisible Man, right? The Invisible Man was good. It was a big hit too. With a budget like Blumhouse, just through Blumhouse. Well, Blumhouse and Universal, right? And usually, I know John was telling you, Blumhouse usually gives out small budgets to film creators, usually like a budget of between 5 million or less to make a movie. Sometimes, and if it's a bigger project, like The Invisible Man, I think it had like 7 million. And it made like about 135, 140 million, which was really good. Anyways, the Wolf. They were talking about the remake of the Wolfman, and it came out a couple months back, and it wasn't really received well by critics or audiences. I think Rotten Tomatoes had a score of 51, and then the audience, because it does the contrast between like the film critic and the movie audience, and usually they're like vastly different. Usually it's done like they always see eye to eye, because there might be a movie that critics hated that they loved, or a movie that critics loved that they hated. You know, um, and that's the case with this movie. Well, they saw eye to eye pretty much on this one. 51% critics and 56% with audiences. So, and a lot of people are bagging on this movie, right? And I saw it last night. Well, actually, technically, I started watching last night, and then a whole bunch of panel crap happened, and like it really threw me off. I didn't get to see the movie out until later on that night. I finished the whole thing up finally, like around 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, I did get some sleep, by the way. And basically, the plot for this is pretty easy to talk about. I mean, without spoilers, of course. And it's like just like with the Invisible Man, because I was a big fan of the original Invisible Man movies. Because when they talk about the classic Universal movie monsters, everyone always forgets about the Invisible Man, right? Because he's like a mad scientist. I think those mad scientist movies are fantastic. I love the mad scientist stuff. They even think about like Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, and the Mummy, and then maybe to a lesser extent, Creature of Black Lagoon, because that came much later, you know. And no one remembers it. Really thinks about the Invisible Man, and the Invisible Man was just as good. I seen. I remember seeing that when I saw the Son of the Invisible Man with what's his name? Yeah, Vincent Price, and it was. I mean, it was all right. And I saw what was it, the Invisible Woman, that was like a comedy with the one lady from oh Wizard of Oz. Played the Wicked Witch of the West. The one that played the Wicked Witch of the West was another one, and that was really funny and very entertaining. I really liked that movie a lot. Well, anyways, with this remake of The Wolfman, told in like a modern day setting, it starts off like I said, it's from the same guy that did The Invisible Man, which was a huge financial hit. A huge financial hit. This one's not doing as well. Budget's like 25 million, and it's made like 34 to 35 million right now, which actually made more than its budget. I mean, it has to make a certain amount for it to make a profit. But I mean, they're saying it's not doing very well, but it's doing way better than that movie Better Man, where it has that one guy, Ricky. I don't know what's his face. I never heard of him before. And then they have him dressed like just like something, you know. And well, it starts off. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I mean, the movie's not doing as well. I mean, it made like its budget back. Oh yeah. Here it is. It's doing way better than Better Man, right? It's about like this singer, the biopic of a singer, right? That's supposed to be hugely popular in Britain and stuff. Not so much in the States. I never heard of the guy Robbie Williams, I think his name was. And instead of like they're trying to be different. Instead of him making him like a regular live action thing, they end up turning it to like a CGI chimpanzee that sings and stuff. I heard the movie's supposed to be phenomenal, really, really, really good, and then it's tanking bad. Even with his people in England, which he's a big star, it's doing horrible. I think the budget was like 110 million, and it made like God, what was the last result for that one? I can't remember. Let's see, Better Man. Let's see. Yeah, better call Saul Better Man. Yeah, 2024 film. Let me see. I mean, I had no desire to see this movie. It heavily advertised. Yeah, $110 million, only made like not even 20 million so far. Like in the States, it might have made 5 million. And in his native country, where he's really popular, it only made $14 million. I mean, or around 14 million, which isn't that very good, especially in your country it's supposed to be so popular in, you know? Yeah, he's dressed up like a monkey. He's a CGI monkey in that. So I lost track of that. So that's about what's going on with that now. With the Wolfman, like I said, it starts off with a part thing of his dad and his son going into woods to hunt, and it's in Oregon. That's where it takes place in Oregon, and these forests are really dark, really foreboding, really moody and stuff. And I think like the first second, like he's hunting with his kid, and he's looking around, and he sees this kid sees a little guy that he was going to take a shot at, right? And then the father sees the guy too, and then they hide up in this thing, and then he ends up leaving. The Wolfman ends up leaving, and you see later in the video, like the kid goes down to his basement. He sees his father's on the radio saying, like, "Hey, could you help me get rid of this guy? I saw a guy again." If you have like a fire going, I would totally would rest on it with your what have you without getting without it catching on fire, you know. And the Wolfman leaves, and then like you said, 30 years later, right? And a guy and his son and Harley Berry or whatever name, Haley Berry or Barry Haley or whatever her name is, having a drink and stuff, and she was like, I don't know, she was cursed a little bit, she was a little tipsy, but she was okay. And my friend sat down, right? They brought out their meals and stuff, and yeah, he liked it. He was a good guy. But they have some interesting ideas for at some place for Valentine's Day, which is Valentine's Day right now. Anyways, they go 30 years later, and he's like a regular. It's a kid, right? And he's a regular dad. He has a daughter and a wife. And something happens. His dad passed away. He gets like this big envelope with like all this last will and testament and the keys of the house, because I guess the father left the son his house and stuff. So he was thinking like, well, why don't we go down, take you and the kids down, and we'll go down to Oregon where he was at, and we'll take some stuff home. And they bought like this giant moving truck. I never heard of that. The only moving truck I ever really heard about was U-Haul. And I think U-Hauls are still around, though. I just don't know where to go to them, but I don't really need one anyways. But it was like a giant thing of like storage and stuff. And he said, well, let's go down to that one place. So they end up going there. And then they have a little short thing of milk, right? And all of a sudden they fell, and they were driving down. Then that one guy that was in the woods stopped by, and then they swerved the car around. You couldn't really see what he looked like, and they falls off this one cliff. I like the effects of this one too. You know, with me, I remember like watching that show, and I was like in awe. So like I think I watched it like in '97. I'm trying to think what else happened in that movie. Well, I mean, he drives down. They crash the truck. I like the effects of that too. The truck's kind of like hanging out there. Um, and Wolfman's there. And then he picks up this guy. The guy falls out of the truck. The Wolfman attacks him and drags him off. Right. And after that, that's a distract for him to get his family out of there and try to find his dad's house. His former dad, but you're always your dad no matter what. It's definitely his house, right? And they go in there, no electricity, that's hooked up to a generator, which is fine, right? And pretty much the guy talks about, I don't, when he gets attacked, right, he gets scratched by that wolf man. And usually if you get attacked, like bitten or scratched or what have you, usually end up turning into the creature. And later on, the guy's like, boy, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I don't lay down, right? And then later on, you see like stuff like his fingers fall off, his fingernails fall off, the claws come back in. There was a soup item that was like a soup mix, and I was told to told to leave good. Um, and basically, the guy doesn't feel good, and it basically just talks about his mostly the movie. It's like a half hour in the film. The film's only like an hour and 45 minutes, right? And it basically is about his transformation after that. And a bunch of weird things happen, like his tongue falls out, and there's like these scenes where like she sees the werewolf transform, and then they do like a juxtaposition where they show her and they show the way the werewolf sees her, like in this really distorted view where the audio zone is just disgruntled and it's tough to understand what they're saying, and it's shiny weird look in their eyes, right? And basically after that, the movie's pretty much just transformation movie. And no spoilers though, but it's a very straightforward film. And he ends up encountering that other werewolf, and I don't want to give away much more. But I mean, that's pretty much what you expect. I didn't think the makeup was very good. It didn't really. If someone showed that photo of me, I wouldn't have known that it was supposed to be a werewolf. I don't think, maybe like a Dracula type or something like that, but not werewolf. And it was an all right movie. I thought it was good. I thought it was much better than other people were trying to make it seem like, right? I know 18 minutes, good, good. A lot of people saying it's really disappointing. They didn't think anything was believable. There's lots of atmosphere in it. Like, I see where they were hunting and stuff, they used lots of sound and stuff to give away a lot of tension. And the movie was pretty much like that mostly throughout, right? With the transformation and stuff. And they went the smart route and they didn't add humor into it. Because a lot of times, if you watch a horror film, it gets to be pretty intense and then they tell a joke. That ruins the tension, though. Not that I should say all horror movies should be serious, though. But the movies, I mean, it ends up ending, though. I mean, by the movie, a lot of people say the movie is super boring. I didn't think so at all, because Jeremy John said, like, there's some movies that like, makes a 2 hour movie look like 90 minutes, and then there's movies that make a 90-minute movie look like 2 hours. And he said this was the latter one. And I don't agree with that. I thought it was interesting. I liked all the werewolf stuff. I liked how the movie started. I liked the atmosphere, the sound and stuff. And I liked the whole movie as general. When you see that movie, that one item made, it's like, wow, it's incredible. It looked really good. And the movie's pretty decent, I thought. I thought it was much better. People led it to be. They probably give like a 4 or 5 or what have you on their score. Um, I like just from face value, really. It's a very entertaining film, and I really enjoyed it too. I'll tell you, nothing bad. Um, Like I said, I think people are being overly harsh on the movie. This one guy, I can't remember. He's kind of annoying though. 'Cause I think sometimes critics are like, a lot of times whenever like there's a review or something like that, they say this is gonna suck, and then they have like this weird opinion of it, or like the whole aspect now. YouTube is like for reviewers, like I hate everything and just slam everything, and then not praise good things, or at least give things like the benefit of the doubt, the benefit of the doubt, right? But this movie I thought was pretty entertaining for what it was. I didn't think it was boring at all. I thought it moved at a good pace. And actually, I was surprised because they were saying what they were saying about it. So I was like, oh, this is going to be one of those movies. But I didn't think it was. My biggest concern was the look of the Wolfman, because I don't think he looked anything like a Wolfman. He looked like a zombie with radiation sickness that had fangs. That's what he looked like. I mean, it was. That was a big thing for me. He didn't look like the a type of Wolfman, because I don't remember. If I was asked to identify that, I probably wouldn't now because I know the movie, but back then, no. No way. Because he doesn't look like a Wolfman. That was my biggest concern with the movie. And then whenever it ends, it's a little bit unsatisfying. Um, I don't think it was much of a payoff for it. And then all of a sudden, when it ends, it just ends. You know, you kind of figure out it's about ready to end when it does, but it was such a neutral review, you know? I don't know. I really think the movie's pretty good. I'd probably give it like 8 out of 10. I mean, the makeup is what really threw me, because if you took a photo of that and showed it to anyone, I don't think it would say, "Oh, hey, that's Wolfman." Um, I think that's what really hurt the movie for me. All the other transformation stuff leading up to like the big one was fascinating to me, you know. And like I said, like the thing where his teeth fell out and they were replaced by fangs, and then his oh, what was it? His was his eye or something like that? Maybe his eye fell out and he didn't realize it. Um, but no, I liked this movie. I thought it was pretty decent. It moved at a brisk pace. I didn't have any problem with the pacing or anything like that. Um, but when it ends, it's kind of like, a little bit of a disappointment. I think you would think more of the movie. And I remember seeing the Anthony Hopkins, Benicio del Toro movie. Well, I just forgot what it's called. I saw that one. It was pretty good. Um, Well, like I said, I give this movie like a 8 out of 10 because it's very entertaining the way it goes. It just ends up not being, when it ends. It's like, it's just the guy didn't look like a Wolfman. That's what did it for me. It's all about the horror aesthetics. The makeup was really good, but he didn't look like a Wolfman. He might look like some crazy serial killer or something like that, but not a Wolfman. In my opinion, I don't think so. So I guess that's it, everybody, for the movie review of Wolfman from 2025. Hope you liked our video, everybody. Until next time, please take care, my Legion. There we go. Well, like I said, I thought the movie was all right. Like I said, I give it like an 8 out of 10. more like a laid back review of the Wolfman. I'm about like half in and out of sleep. I was gonna do it in the morning, and then I got some stuff, came back, and then I see there's no live stream happen at the time, so I was like, well, how I just pin it, I think that's only fair. So well, like I said, I think you really enjoy the movie. I thought it was quite good. Like I said, not super great because what ended is like, was that it? But I don't think it deserves all the hate it's getting. Just if that makeup was better, it'd probably be a little bit higher though. But I mean, the makeup is kind of creepy, I guess. But I don't know. I'd have to see my bud Todd, who does ASI. I have to see what he does to make these features, though. It's pretty fascinating. All right, Jojo. And like I said, I thought it was pretty good. Um, and I don't understand why she so much. I don't understand why people say it was that boring because it moved at a brisk pace for me. I mean, I really got in the storyline, and the acting was all good. Special effects were good. It's just like the makeup for the Wolfman just doesn't look like him. That kind of hurt the movie for me. And then, like I said, when it ended, it was like a little bit anticlimactic. It's like, was that it? You know? But the movie, like I said, I give the new Wolfman movie 8 out of 10. And I guess that's it, everybody. I hope you liked this review, the live review. And I said chat maybe, so I just have to go ahead and take chat off there. But I wanted to thank you for joining me for this review of Wolfman 2025. It's definitely worth watching, though. And then there could be discussions of like someone who loved it and someone who thought it was okay, but made a meme to address the people that are in her chats and stuff. Um, but anyways, like I said, I give it about 8 out of 10. On a 7.5 or 7.5, I'd probably say. In terms of weight, Maine's weight, brought to life. And there you have it. The other movie made a phenomenal amount of money. I don't think this one's going to do much better. It'll probably make it at least $5 million, maybe through word of mouth. You never know. But I think it made more in the States than it did in England. I think it had like a guitar and a chainsaw, not Corey with a chainsaw, and then yeah, it was neat. Like I said, I thought it was a decent movie. So the new Wolfman, 2025, I give it a 8 out of 10. It could be better. The makeup, this was more like The Fly because The Fly was a slow transformation, but The Fly was so much better. That's an amazing movie. It's not up to that level at all. But it's definitely noteworthy. And it is entertaining. I like it. I just don't like the way they made the werewolf look. I think the crappy decision. Just like when they did that live action Nightmare on Elm Street, that creation of what Joe Haley Osment or whatever his name was, who played that character. That was like kind of a horrible portrayal of the Pink Floyd stuff and animals, right? And like I said, I thought that the movie Wolfman, the remake, I still thought it was pretty good. I still liked it, and I give it like I said, amount 8 out of 10. So I guess that's it, everybody. I hope you like Hope y'all liked the video. And until next time, bye, please. Take care, my Legion. Yes, I thought the movie was good. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream now. And I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, a little bit sleepy right now, in and out of sleep. I wanted to do this right after I watched the movie. Then my sister wanted to call, so I said, okay, you can call JoJo. And I love talking to my sister regardless. She's not like my mom. My mom was horrible, horrible listener, and she could express herself that well. But I learned how to express myself well, you know. And yeah, there you have it. I guess that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this movie. And like I said, I'm about ready to end the live stream. If you get a chance and you're able to, I definitely want to recommend check out the remake of the Wolfman from the real comic book lore. But what this guy does, when he puts everything in a very realistic type setting, and I think he did a good job. I like the movie, like I said, 8 out of 10. So yeah, I guess everything's going okay. So until next time, bye. Please take care of my Legion. All right, good night, everybody. Good night.